Big D Entertainment, in association with Dipsy Doodle Productions, presents The Dave Holly Hour. Brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Phil's Pub. Phil's, your local dive with music for the people. Chasers Food and Spirits. XL Chiropractic, and Quality Nails. The Dave Holly Hour features Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment Conversations. A true lover of arts, entertainment, good food, and fun times, including an occasional Jack Daniels. Okay, so a few Jack Daniels. Here he is, Dave Holly.
Hello once again, fellow arts and entertainment enthusiasts. So happy you can join us. You know, you are remarkable. We are less than 100 downloads from 25,000. And you've been very understanding throughout these 6+ years. I'm asking you be so over the next 3 to 4 weeks. The job that provides me with great benefits has changed my working hours for some training. Sadly, it interferes with my usual recording, editing, and producing times for the show. I typically have 2 conversations each week. Recently 3, because as spring arrives, our arts and entertainment community blooms, and I have wanted to give due time to as many as possible. Today, only 1 convo, most likely the same way for the next few weeks. I beg you to understand the situation, and thank you in advance. Speaking of today's lone conversation, it's one of the greatest times I've had chatting with 2 people that I was unfamiliar with prior to. Now very familiar with Zach Klenk and Sarah Schreck of the 4-person band Serious Shirley. Told Zach afterward how enjoyable it was to end the day with smiles and laughs. So all of you, come on in, join us. We're waiving the cover charge here at the Dipsy Doodle Production Studio. The dress code is casual, very casual, and we still have some spots open. Just make sure to bring your own beverage. But first...
Honey, look at this!
Unbelievable!
Yeah! Yummy!
I know!
That'd be fantastic. You know what I'm talking about.
Dave's Fave! Each week we salute a person or business I feel is worthy of a shout-out for any number of reasons. They do receive a small thank you gift. This week's Dave's Fave, it's our landlord, Charity McKnight. You see, we live in a duplex, and the apartment beneath us, it's been available at this time. With that being the case, she's taking the opportunity then to get a number of improvements done throughout the house, throughout the building, I should say, the duplex. And we have a great relationship with her. While we rent from her, she has always allowed us to take some ownership and pride in the property and has treated us with great respect. You know, she'd make a great landlord for you, too. And then you could live below me. Keep tabs on the people and businesses each week, as well as learn things about me, like my favorite films, quotes, advice, etc., on the Dave's Faves page on the show website, DaveHollyHour.com. And after you look at that page, click on the trivia page to see our schedule at Chasers, West 12th and Ellis Road. Stop in for great food, great beverages, and fun times. Monday nights at 7, we play Dave Holly Hour Trivia. This coming Monday, March 23rd, the theme is spring. Mondays are always fun at Chasers, your neighborhood gathering place.
Coming soon, another podcast from Big D Entertainment. Dave Holly's More, M-O-R, a show featuring the music and the stories of an oft-forgotten radio format known as Middle of the Road. The Days of Yore with More, M-O-R.
Trio Jazz Club is an intimate music venue in the heart of Sioux Falls. It's family-owned and family-run. Ricardo and Mary Beth and the entire staff provide the art of hospitality, while the best local and regional musicians provide the smooth sounds. It's a great vibe with live music Tuesday through Saturday nights. The chefs and mixologists offer an amazing menu and beer and wine lists. Cocktails as smooth as the jazz. Join the club, Trio Jazz Club, across from the Washington Pavilion. Enter as friends, leave as family. Honorable mention. What made Dave laugh, chuckle, chortle, downright slap my knee silly, or simply fill my heart with happiness? Oh, local singer-songwriter that has become a good friend over the years, Matt D. You know, we enjoy his music a great deal, and one of my favorite instruments is a 12-string guitar. He doesn't play one. He doesn't need one. He makes the 6-string sound a lot like a 12-string. And over the weekend, he sent me a message. I am sworn to secrecy or face double secret probation from the music overlords, but I will tell you this. Can't wait for it to happen. Up next, Zach Klenk and Sarah Schreck from Serious Shirley on the Dave Holly Hour.
Walking through the entryway of Phil's Pub, you can't help but notice the show pics and posters from the heyday of live bands in Sioux Falls. Phil's is back. They're on their way to reestablishing their iconic live music venue status. Come on into Phil's for a great local brew. You might just find yourself seeing some of the performers in those pictures, and a very good chance you'll see new acts that will end up being in pictures too. Phil's Pub, your local dive, with music for the people. Follow them on Facebook and other socials. Keep up to date with who's playing at the pub each week here on the Dave Holly Hour.
It's a fresh new look for DaveHollyHour.com. Besides catching up on episodes, find Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment websites. See what Dave likes on the Dave's Faves page. Get more information about our wonderful sponsors. Check out the news and notes section to find out what past guests are up to, and sign up for our newsletter. It's all at your searching and surfing fingertips. DaveHollyHour.com.
Time for more arts and entertainment talk on the Dave Holly Hour.
Welcome back, everybody. Of course, you know what I need to say because I wrote it in my own damn contract. It is always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire, arts and entertainment, and you know what else excites me is when I get the chance to talk to people I haven't had the chance to even meet before. And we have to do it because they're popular and because they're going to be playing at one of our sponsors. They will be at Phil's Pub coming up next weekend. And so that means we welcome to the program for the very first time, Serious Shirley with Zach Klenk and Sarah Schreck. Welcome to the both of you.
Well, thank you.
You got a big summer planned and big spring and so forth? A lot of gigs lined up?
Yep, we're, it seems here every last 2-3 months we've been busy just about every weekend, so it's good.
Yes, it is. Oh, it beats the alternative, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, will this be the first time playing at Phil's?
Actually, we must have our dates off just a hair.
Oh.
We played Phil's when did we play there, Sarah?
Couple weeks ago, but we are at the Den.
Dan, that's what it was that you had told me you would be
Yep.
at. My apologies.
Nope. I was like,
Yeah.
All right.
No, because I knew you had played there, and I just wanted to kind of lead in with a question.
Phil's was awesome.
We loved
great
it.
people.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, so great to have them on board as a sponsor. And
That is-
you're going to be down there. I will be down there again at the end of the month
for the
hosting another
singer.
writers round.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And
Oh,
it's
awesome.
fantastic. And it's just so good to have that place back running.
Yep.
Yeah, and being on the move to be yet another of the great places for live music in this town.
And
Absolutely.
they have such a really nice vibe.
They do, don't they?
It's
Yeah, it's just
cool.
it's a chill when you walk in there and a thrill when you leave.
Yep.
Yeah, you've had a good time.
Yep. It both of those dudes are really nice.
Fantastic.
And welcoming.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that really changes everything.
Very true. No doubt about that. So let's talk about Serious Shirley. Of course, people automatically go, oh, must be fans of the film Airplane.
Actually, that's where it came from.
All right.
Yep.
Got to figure it would be.
Yep.
And so who's the big fan of the film, first off?
Well, I am, Steve is, and
Okay.
I think over time Sarah has learned to love it.
Or at least maybe to appreciate it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that true, Sarah?
I got outvoted. I wanted to be like Lunch Lady Land or something, and they're like, "Oh, well, you see, back in our day, you know."
Oh, don't
'cause they're
start
old.
that now.
Well, I can probably even pull that on Zach back in my day.
Yeah, she likes to do that, but that's fine.
All right, so tell us about the other two band members first of all before we dig into you two.
Well, Sarah, since you're kind of the voice, you're really good at speaking. Why don't you lead in?
Right, because she's the vocalist.
Well, yeah,
the lead.
Kind of part of the job.
Well, no, he likes to tell me to do the talking, and then he complains that I talk too much. So Kyler Grizz Downey is our bass player. He is also in a deathcore band called Revivers, and they're going on a short tour this weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're real heavy in the downtown scene with the Icon and Club David, things like that. And then Steve Stuck, who used to be in radio.
I remember him.
Yeah, Diablo Sandwich. What was the other? He was in a country band too.
Yeah.
And then Redemption Road. He's our current drummer.
All right. Fantastic.
Yep. So we just we've had a few, different cast over the years.
Yeah.
But that's like anything,
Right. Now, when you were at Phil's, you played as Shirley Stripped.
Yes.
Acoustic set then?
Yep. Just
Okay.
Sarah and I. So.
All right, yeah. So that's what the differential is, people. If you're wondering and you're looking on social media and go, well, I thought it was Serious Shirley. What's this Shirley Stripped?
We get it all the time.
I can imagine.
And no, we don't actually strip during the show.
See, I was going to lead to that. I'm sure that there are a lot that have expectations probably when they show up. Oh, Shirley Stripped. Oh,
it's a clean show. Clean show.
That's
Excellent.
what she says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so. I'm sure there's a band out there named that too.
Yeah.
So what brought all of you four together then? That this became a fun thing to do and go out and play some live music.
Well, this definitely leads right into Sarah. Steve and I, we used to have a band together years, and our singer decided to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of up, like, what are we going to do now? So we had a male singer. And then through the course of, and Sarah can lead this into you, but through the course of certain events, all of a sudden she popped up to try, and it kind of was just one of them where we're like, yep, that's it.
That's the person.
And that changes our whole dynamic of what we're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, Sarah, you are the lead vocalist and apparently now the front man, according to Zach. So what do you enjoy most about being in this particular group?
Well, obviously, do I have to choose just one?
No, you can go on. It's a podcast. We don't care about time here.
Well, first and foremost, they're a great group of guys and really have supported bringing me kind of out of my shell. Zach always was, anytime I doubted myself or looked at them like they were nuts when they chose a song, I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Zach was always like, nope, you can do it. I know you can do it. And I did, it just didn't give me a choice not to do it. I would say I enjoy that I can be myself. There's not a lot of curvy women out there fronting bands. And also, when we started, I was pregnant. So the whole first year we toured around, I was pregnant up until a week before. Yeah, we had a gig up until a week before I popped her out. So, we have a lot of fun making music, and we don't really take ourselves that seriously. We, make the best of it. And I would say that, and also meeting all the new people that have come into my life from the last 4.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, all the friends you make and all walks of life that you get to experience.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the things that I always say about this what I do for this show is the fact that, 6+ years ago, I had a list of 50 people before I started this show as to who I wanted to have on.
Wow.
There's still some of those people I've never gotten around to. Because,
wow.
you go to different events, you see different people, you get introduced to different people, and the whole thing just keeps building and building. And I love that aspect.
And now people are begging to be on your show.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, see, that was something to add on to that just a little bit was a couple of weeks ago, I had 6 different people asking to be on the show. And 2 that I had already booked to be on. And so I'm telling my wife, boy, what episode did they go to? And she says, you never thought you'd be having that problem, did you?
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, roll the dice.
Right. Well, it's when I started, there was one guy I knew I was going to have on because I'd just been to the Premier Playhouse, and he was their new executive director. He's from Britain and just a super guy. And at first, when I started the show, I was going to have lots of different segments and so forth. And he and I went for about a half hour chatting. And I thought, okay, we don't need to do all the other schlock.
Yeah, let's just
go with it,
Yeah.
talking to people.
Nice.
And that's what I enjoy doing most. And, my wife will always ask me, so, where do you feel your best? And I'm a very good husband. So I said, well, other than the times I'm with you, my love, it's when I go 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
And we start a conversation. And I love to converse with people, and I love to find out more, and I love to find out, it's not necessarily the Heimliest shows. I don't necessarily have to have somebody on the week of. I'd like to have you people on because we want to build up, because you've got a few days in, not just this week that it's going to be taking place. And I like the fact that it's not like when you go on the radio where you can hit all 8 stations of both places in about an hour's time, of which you got maybe 3 to 5 minutes on one of them. And it was who, what, when, where, how do we get tickets? Oh, hey, thanks again.
Yep.
I want to know about you guys.
Yeah,
I want to know about the band. I want to know about what drives you and what drives the band.
That is awesome. Yeah. In the past, I did a radio interview, and it was almost like, sit down, and then you say a couple words. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You have a good day. We learned so much. Like, what?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
This is really cool.
So what drives Serious Shirley? What type of music do you guys play for those that haven't been around you? And what do you guys enjoy that makes the crowd enjoy you?
I would say it's a never-ending set list, if that makes sense. It's always changing.
Right.
What maybe I had an idea for 4 years ago isn't relevant now.
Uh-huh.
And as you grow within a band, you can kind of see what strengths are, what we could maybe do, what we could write, so it's just never ending.
Yeah. So you write a lot?
We have a lot written.
Okay.
We've recorded. We have two singles out right now, streaming and fully done. But yeah, it's like you could just keep going forever and ever.
Yeah.
You know?
And you do covers as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what is it when you play a song you've written yourself? It's an original and people are loving it. That's got to be a special feeling, doesn't it?
The coolest.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. The coolest. I mean, and sorry to interrupt you, Sarah, but you're kind of used to
I'm
it.
used to it.
Is like the point when you write a song, you release it, and then you see people in the audience and they know the lyrics.
Oh.
And you're like, what? Like, it's just weird because it's like,
different.
Geez, we're just like little Sioux
Just a
Falls,
cover
South
band.
Dakota.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty
think-
cool.
Adding on to that, we were in Wagner doing their big rodeo street dance sets. They're kind of like their fair, their big city celebration last year. and they had booked us, I think 2 years in advance, because they had seen us play at Check Days.
Wow.
And we played Missing Key, which was our first single there, and the whole committee knew the words. It was like, what is this?
Yeah,
Like,
just
it was
strange,
just
but it was
weird.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool
that's
stuff.
excellent. That's a great compliment in and of itself, that's for
Yes.
sure. So, Sarah, tell us a little about yourself in terms of your musical word, and how did it all come about for you? What made you start singing?
I didn't really have a choice. My parents were both music teachers. My dad's an organist. My mom is a voice professor at Augustana. And they used to be in a Christian group called Ministry and Song that traveled all over the East Coast and recorded with a lot of Christian artists. And then they moved out here to Colton, South Dakota. And my mom started working at Augustana, and I actually thought that I would play piano more than sing. And I did piano performance and competitions and things like that. And then I always loved rock and roll, and
Yeah.
I got grounded at an early age for getting caught listening to Green Day, because I was only allowed to listen to classical or Christian music and a little bit of country. So, but I always wanted to be in a band because I just thought that was so cool. And I started out, karaoke, and kind of got involved with that scene. And I was still a section leader at the Episcopal Cathedral downtown
Okay.
for years. And I heard through the grapevine that Bad Hamster was changing their name to Rewinder, and that they were holding auditions. So I contacted Eldon Fisher and auditioned for what is now Rewinder. And it was between me and my friend Valerie Aarons, and she was a better fit for that.
A dear friend of ours.
Yes, I love her dearly. And so it was between her and me, and they chose her. And then a couple weeks later, I get a message from Steve Stuck saying, hey, my friend Eldon Fisher gave me your information, and we're starting a female-fronted project, and we'd like you to come audition. And I was like, yeah, I'll come audition. And we met at which I thought was kind of weird, but they're old, so that's what they do during coffee hour. We met at Frying Pan on 12th Street. I don't know what that is. And they wanted to make sure that we vibed and everything, and immediately our humor clicked. And a week later I auditioned, and they never auditioned anybody else.
So at what point did they tell you that the name of the band was going to be Serious Shirley?
Like a week later, and I was like, what is that?
Oh, you said, what is that? Yeah. Oh, they had to learn you on this wonderful phrase, huh?
Had to work her in.
Well, once they said it was from Airplane, then I knew. But but everybody always says Seriously Shirley, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. Just Serious Shirley, not Seriously Shirley.
Well, the funny thing is they don't recognize her as Sarah. They'll say,
no,
is that
they call me
Shirley?
Yeah.
I bet
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, there's some merch to be made then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have our merch now.
Seriously, I'm not Shirley.
Yeah. There's all kinds of good stuff.
But
our
you
merch
do have
gal
the
actually
same.
made me a sweatshirt.
You have the same initials.
Yeah,
Sarah
I do.
Schreck, Serious
I know.
Shirley.
It worked.
Yeah, I think it
It's a
is.
curse.
I think it was all done on purpose. That's
It's-
what we
I
can
believe
say.
so.
Yeah.
You can say that now. Yeah, that's fantastic. So, what do you enjoy most when you're singing then? Specifically in this particular band, what makes you keep wanting to do it?
Connection with the audience.
Uh-huh.
And also the type of music we do. There's nothing beats the adrenaline feeling of, you're nailing a song and you're connecting with the people in the audience at the same time. It's just, there's no drug that's better than
Yeah.
that feeling.
Definitely.
I agree. Anytime I've done any performance of any kind and you get that appreciation. And then
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever got a standing ovation. I was in an improv group and we hadn't received one as a group at that point. And then afterward they said, Dave, are you crying? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, a standing O was on my bucket list, and I'm in my 50s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it
that's-
finally happened.
I love
you know.
that.
And
No.
it is such a feeling, and people that don't perform don't necessarily understand that.
Nope. No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like I've had songs where at first I had reluctant to even learn them.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, nope, I'm going to do what I need to. And
Right.
I'm going to learn it and then go through the whole, however long it takes. Then we're on stage and we're going to play them. I mean, granted, we
Yeah.
practice them or whatever, but your foot's shaking. And like, oh no, here we go.
Right.
And then it just happens. So
Sink or
it's
swim
awesome.
on that one,
Yeah,
huh? Yeah.
It's awesome.
So, Zach, at what point did you pick up a guitar?
My dad made me a fake. When I saw Kiss, I was like, what is this? What is this that someone brought me, you know? So my dad made me a fake guitar out of plywood and fishing line were the strings, and I'd sit on the bed and pretend I was Ace Frehley. You know,
Oh,
so.
goodness.
And then I would say maybe 12, 13 years old, started actually taking lessons and
Mm-hmm.
doing that kind of stuff.
So where did the actual guitar come in then? At what point?
But 12, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yep, my
same
mom
time.
bought me, finally got me one. I could have wanted one right away, but I probably would have trashed it,
Yeah. Well, because you would have to then.
And all she could afford was, I had this, it was a Hondo, it was like a knockoff Les Paul,
Uh-huh.
but the thing probably weighed 75 pounds. So it
And
would
you're 12 or 13.
cut in your shoulder, and like, oh, it's okay, But it was good, real good.
So were you a person that, because of seeing Kiss and wanting to be Ace Frehley, you said, oh, now I got to find a band?
That thought didn't go through my mind until I saw Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same.
Oh, yeah.
And Jimmy Page, I'm watching. I mean,
Right.
that's, to me, that's the ultimate, where like one of the best on that whole concert was Since I've Been Loving You. It's just, to this day, I can watch it and get chills. Just talking about it, I'm
Yeah.
getting chills. And that's what music's about.
Yeah,
you
it is. Because I always tell people, and part of it is historical for me. Somebody in the family say, "Well, remember when we did this and that?" And this, well, what year was that anyway? And I usually just automatically go back to, okay, what was I listening to at the time?
Yep.
And and then the first time I ever heard this song,
Yep.
first time I ever heard Renegade by Styx
Yep,
at an outdoor party, and I'm just like, whoa, this is cool.
exactly.
Yeah, and I can tell you exactly where I was, and I was underage, but we still managed it, and anyway, and there are so many songs like that I think of from time to time, and I can remember when I was trying to get a date with Vicki Holmes and talking to her. She was riding her bike, I was driving the car, and that's when the Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, came on.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's
Nice.
like, okay, this is kind of cool.
It's cool, though, how they,
You relate things.
yep. And everybody has that same thing, which is so cool.
Yeah. So when did you start writing then?
Oh, I've always kind of, what are you giggling about? Goofball. Anyways, I've always kind of had, jotted notes or ideas, and not until this group have I ever kind of put things together.
Really?
Yeah.
What changed it?
It's the people that you're around, and if they can read what you're trying to
Uh-huh.
put out there.
So do you now, with that knowing that you have of that, do you start to write automatically thinking of, well, I want Sarah to do this, etc., etc.? Or is it still just stay
Still
into the
the
song?
same.
Okay.
Just the same, I believe, because if it's meant to be, it's just going to happen.
Mhm.
And if you force it, I watched a really good interview with Michael Jackson. It was just like, I don't know, whenever it was I watched it. And they're like, he said, if I sat down on my piano and tried to write a song, I'd never do it. But I'm driving down the road. He said he was driving down the road in Ventura, and that's when he got the idea for the bass line for Billie Jean.
Oh, my goodness.
And he said right there, that's where it came. I don't know why, but that's just how it happens. So,
Sarah, you do any writing or collaborating?
I wrote the lyrics for both of our songs and the melody line. And
Okay.
then Zach did the instrumentals for all of them. So we had an opportunity, Fridays on the Plaza with Dakota News Now requires an original song. And we had wanted to get into writing, not just corner ourselves into being a cover band that does mashups, which
Right.
that's another thing that Serious Shirley is known for, is we make a lot of mashups. But so we sat down and he said, I think I have a melody or like a kind of an idea. And I said, well, I have these lyrics. And so we sat down one night, and that's how Missing Key came about. And it always kind of needed a guitar solo, and we kind of regret, like, when we recorded it, we didn't have that quite figured out. We just wanted to get it out there. And then Ben, who is no longer in Serious Shirley, he got busy with school, but he was an amazing asset to the band. He actually added a guitar solo that was just phenomenal to it. So we want to re-record it here soon with that on there. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a release. I've written a lot. We have actually, I believe, 4 more original songs coming up this year.
Okay.
That's one of our 2026 goals. But with that, it all costs money.
True. But is that like a Levitt goal? Because don't they require 6 original if you're going to be on this?
I hear different stories all the time, so I don't know.
I'm very confused because I know SOS is strictly a cover band, and they played there. I know several other artists like Funkified, before they had any originals, they played there. And we've been turned down every year because we only have 2 originals, and so I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, I've got a little in sometimes, so I'll bend an ear.
Cool.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Although they still haven't gotten St. Paul and the Broken Bones for their national act for me.
Really?
Yeah. Bummed.
What?
Yeah.
I suppose they're forming their full lineup for this year already, huh? Pretty much
sure it's
in.
probably
stone.
already in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're releasing it end of April or 1st of May, sometime around then. Yeah. But it's still great. What a thing that we have going on.
Well, yeah.
And
it's a great opportunity to have that.
Right. And, that's one of the other things to talk about so often here is how this town, this arts and entertainment community has exploded over the past quarter of a century.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up down in Rock Rapids, and, when I was 16 and could drive and, be the first date, came up here to the State Theater before it closed.
Ooh, yeah.
And at that time, if you were thinking entertainment, arts, you were going to a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe once a year, you might go to the symphony for the Christmas show down at the Coliseum.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when I got my job at Kello Radio, 25 years ago, one of the first people I interviewed was Jim Clark. He's the man that started the Sculpture Walk.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know. Well, I wish it well, because I love success.
Yeah.
I love to see people earn what they can offer, and they're so good at it when it happens. And it's like, okay, and then boom, 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 and you got the pavilion open at about the same time, and everything's just starting to bloom and blossom here. And then one of the other people that I interviewed, maybe a few months after that, was Sarah Crosby. and she was the one that started Dakota Academy of Performing Arts.
Wow.
And she made such a great statement. She told me, she says, Dave, she says, the kids here in Sioux Falls are just as talented as kids in Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. They just haven't had the opportunity.
Yep.
And I think that's what's grown so greatly, the opportunity.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. So what are the types of places that you played that, years ago you probably never did?
Hard Rock Casino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I played, Steve and I played Algona Bike Fest.
Oh, Algona.
Opened up for, some big wigs. And I mean, it's just cool stuff. What opportunity comes, you're just like, kind of blown away.
Yeah.
Before it closed, we got to play in Watertown at Studio 212 with Michael Winslow, the man of 10,000 voices.
Yeah.
That was the by far the coolest thing, because we opened for him. So you got a rock band opening for a comedian.
Yes.
Well, then we're playing, and he's like, "Can I come up and play?" And we're like, "Okay." He pulls out, so we go into Whole Lot of Love, and he did the whole electric guitar with his mouth, and it was just, it was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, that's very
we were
cool.
supposed to open for Quiet Riot, but they rescheduled their show like 3 or 4 times, and
never came about it. Huh?
Yeah, then they closed down. So
So who do you guys want to open for you?
If I could open for Pretty Reckless, Dorothy, or Hailstorm, my life would be complete. And
Oh, what a fun conversation we've had. I certainly appreciate you two being here. And so before we get to the final questions, tell us the upcoming calendar. Next weekend at the Den. What's after that?
Sarah's a walking notebook.
She's got it.
Yep.
Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure.
So the Den, we play 8 to midnight. That is for the hockey tournaments that are going there. The Den is planning a day long, actually a weekend long party there. I think Aliens do exist. They play on Saturday at the Den. We play Thursday night, and some band from out of town is playing on Friday night. I think they're country. After that, we have a bunch of, unfortunately, out of town shows. Our acoustic strip will be in town, I believe at BB's in April, and in Chester, April 24th, and BB's April 25th.
Hefts. Sorry.
All right.
And then we go to Pier April 4th at JD's. And then Serious Shirley is at Jackpot Junction Casino in May after the Den. And we're getting some time off to revamp our set list and add some things for the summer. And then that starts our street dance summer tour.
We usually try to take a little bit of time off to kind of look at what works, what doesn't.
Right.
And then pull and plug new stuff in and just have fun with it,
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. So here we are. It's time for the famous questions at the end.
I have a question for you real quick, though.
Yes.
I have a question for you. Do you sing or do you just act?
I sing. Yeah.
Yeah? Did you ever sing in the symphony choir?
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting because both my sister and my brother, who were many years older than I, were very good singers. And the brother likes to brag about how good of a singer he is and so forth. And so I didn't even go into choir in high school until I was a senior.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then, from that on, it was like this new thing came along called karaoke. And I'm like, well, God, I can sing Frank Sinatra.
All day.
I can hear that, yeah.
And I was loving it and so forth. And then, let's see, 5 years ago now, because I'd, taken lessons to learn how to use my voice to speak well throughout my career. But I had never taken singing lessons. And so at the age of 58, I take singing lessons for 6 weeks.
Oh, I love
Absolutely loved it.
Wow.
Learned so much more about voice control. And, everybody thinks, oh, you got to use that diaphragm. Yeah, but there's also different ways you have to use it,
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
And it was just
it. It's not a muscle you can feel.
Right. Well, and what prompted it really was my love of karaoke. And but I basically had 1 octave. I had 8 notes.
Wow.
And so I told Amy, I said, I want to get to 16 notes. And we pretty well did it.
Nice.
Yeah. And I
Love
just love the fact that there are more songs that I can sing at karaoke if I want.
Yeah.
But I do singing telegrams. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. For
Sweet.
birthdays, big events, people's jobs and things along that line.
Very
that's so
cool.
Yeah.
cool.
And so I enjoy singing now. And yes, eventually I did end up singing once with my brother at my mother's funeral.
Oh, that's.
Oof.
Oh.
She would have loved that.
Mom, and then you can say, "Mom, who did it better?" Was it me or him?
I love you both.
Oh,
Just equally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he was the golden child out of the 3. That's for sure. Because he would do whatever she asked. Oh, can you sing? And then maybe Davy, you can read scripture while everybody's home.
Sure, Ma.
And
Yeah.
he would say yes. I'd say no.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to become this. Oh, look at the great example
Yep.
that family has.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that so
And my older
much.
sister, she felt the same way too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only sibling in my family that actually followed through and kept doing music
Ah,
because
there you go. Yeah.
when you have musical parents, they
right.
they push you. And I was the only one that still did it. But to this day, my mom still isn't happy, even though I make money doing it because I'm singing rock and not opera. So.
Oh goodness. Wow.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
hear. I mean, I'll just give her a tap on the shoulder. You should, for one. One time I pulled out the piano and she started playing. She can play bad. I don't know if I can say it.
Right. Badass. Yeah.
Yeah, badass, like
It's a podcast.
ragtime.
Yeah.
Ragtime. Piano.
Really?
Like awesome. I can't
Oh,
I can't
wow.
even make the noise. It's so cool. And then her opera singing.
Really?
Primo.
Oh.
Yeah. Really good.
Well, does she get to feature it sometimes?
I actually mentioned to her that I'd love to do like a rock version of, like, say, a German opera song
Mm-hmm.
because she could sing it,
Yeah.
or Spanish or something. I think that'd be just
That'd
cool.
be fantastic. I'd look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So we'll look forward to
let's
that
all do
too.
a recital together. I think
All
that'd be fun.
right. Yeah. Not a problem.
I'll just watch.
Yeah. All right. So, Sarah, you're going to be the one to go here first. And how you answer this question determines whether I ask another one and so forth. But when you are not part of the arts and entertainment scene,
Mhm.
what do you like to be entertained by?
That is my entertainment.
Huh? Well,
I try
So
to
then-
go out and support all of my friends.
right.
Don't have a show.
All right. So then that does lead me to the next question. What hobbies do you have?
Oh, I love reading
Mhm.
and do I have time for hobbies? Yeah,
Sure.
reading. Reading is my favorite thing. I also have
Okay.
a 3-year-old daughter, so she takes up a lot of my time.
Right.
And I like to just take random trips. Zach and I both like to kind of be like, oh, let's put a finger on the map and let's go check
There you
out
go.
the venues there. So
Yep.
that's kind of what I like to do.
All right. So who's your favorite author?
Diana Gabaldon, she wrote the Outlander series, which now people know
Oh,
on Stars. But back when I was 16, her books just first came out. So
Mhm.
I'm 41 and I started reading her when I was 16. So
Yeah, it's great stuff. Love that. Love that. All right. So, Zach, you get the same thing then. If you're not part of the entertainment scene, what are you out entertained by?
Movies, for one.
Yep.
Okay.
Love
Horror
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
I horror is like top notch, even though most of them are horrible nowadays.
Right.
But that's a vice I have. And listening to music, never ending quest for the ultimate home setup, collecting vinyl, old, new, everything. And then something a lot of people wouldn't even guess, but I love like gardening.
Oh, wow.
Very green thumb.
Oh, you and my wife need to get together.
I mean, I even have my favorite plants. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Favorite plant then?
Hydrangeas.
Ah.
We have that in common. Every plant that I own is fake. So I always have a green thumb.
I seen her fake plant, and I'm like, what is that? Like, trust me, you don't want...
Right.
I can't have plants.
I just snorted on your podcast, Dave. We're going to be great friends.
Oh, yes, we are. Because the local author, Emerson Park, people, especially her family, each time she's on, they count her snorts and giggles.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. You can't beat that.
Yeah, so she's going to get, a special spot for that every time.
Perfect.
All right. Zach Klenk, Sarah Schreck from Serious Shirley. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This
it's
is an
been
honor.
wonderful
Thank you
getting
for
to
having
know.
us.
Oh, thank you for being on the show. I always
And
love the fact people take the time.
I will say, we've been on, what have we done? 2 or 3 different podcasts. And this is by far, you have a really good thing going on.
Oh,
you make
you.
people feel very
You're
welcome.
very talented.
And very good. So keep up the good work.
All right, will do. And we will be back to wrap up the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment. From classic swing to bluegrass grooves and rising jazz stars, this week at Trio Jazz Club covers it all. Tonight, the legendary duo of Jim McKinney and Corliss Johnson return with their quintet, blending vibraphone, saxophone, a few laughs, and plenty of classic jazz tunes for a night as fun as it is timeless. Tomorrow, switch it up with the Sioux Falls Bluegrass Group, bringing Grateful Dead, Fish, and traditional favorites to the stage. A fresh sound with a familiar voice and a familiar twist. A rising voice in the Midwest jazz scene, saxophonist Matea Jerkovic makes her trio debut on Saturday. Her trio blends jazz with modern electronic influences for a sound that's both fresh and refined. Tuesday night, settle in with the smooth, layered sounds of instrumentalist and looper James Dean. And on Wednesday, laugh the night away with the headliner Jeff Foser, known for his relatable storytelling and sharp humor. Great music, new sounds, and a few laughs, only at Trio. Get your tickets at triojazzclub.com.
Ladies, when it's time to give your nails some love, get that extra special treatment from Quality Nails in Sioux Falls. Manicures and pedicures that look great and make you feel fantastic. Zaya and Tony don't simply provide the service, they provide professional care for your hands and feet, whether you just want the basics or you're looking for an extra special look with added flair. Oh, and guys, it's okay to treat yourself too. Quality Nails on Minnesota Avenue. Call for an appointment, 605-334-1463. Walk-ins welcome.
Dr. Perry Langston and Dr. Corey Tooney know excellence is in you. That's why they provide you with excellent care at XO Chiropractic, improving your overall health in spirit, body, mind, and will. Get results the natural way. Arrange a consultation, 605-332-9235 or exokairos.com. Excellent care for excellent people. XO Chiropractic, located at 4309 South Racket Drive in Sioux Falls.
Phil's Pub, your local dive bar. No frills, no nonsense. Just a place to kick back, hang out, and have a good time. They've got pizza, and you're always welcome to bring your own food in or order in. Stay as long as you like. Expect live music, karaoke, bar games, arcade games, and a crowd that keeps things easy and fun. Here's what's coming up. Thursday, March 26th, Dig Deep, live at Phil's. A night of live music you won't want to miss. Writers Round, Meet the Writers. Join Rich Snow, Toby Kane, and Chris Sandvig, hosted by yours truly. Good people, Good music, no pressure. See more on Phil's Facebook page.
People ask him where he got his top shelf voice. Dime store? Bargain. Once again, here's Dave Holly.
Thanks again to Zach Klenk and Sarah Schreck for Serious Shirley. Wow, what a fun conversation, huh? So just imagine the energy they bring to the stage, too. And both are first-time guests, but I'm sure they won't be making their last appearance today. No. Listen to any of the now 312 shows anytime you want at DaveHollyHour.com. This show is also available on your favorite podcast platform. Thank you all for supporting local arts and for taking the time to download, listen, and share the show. Less than 100 to go to 25,000 downloads. Let's do it this week. I encourage you to find your art. Find the art you enjoy. Find the art you're interested in trying, and we shall see you in the arts. As the Sioux Falls Arts Council says, together we art. As Arts South Dakota says, home is where the art is. As I say, put some art in your heart. Remember, my name is Dave Holly, and for me, every day is a holiday.
The Dave Holly Hour has been brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Phil's Pub, your local dive with music for the people. Chasers Food and Spirits, XL Chiropractic, and Quality Nails. Stay up to date on the show by following on Instagram and Facebook. All episodes available anytime at DaveHollyHour.com. The Dave Holly Hour is produced in the Dipsy Doodle Studios by Big D Entertainment.
Thanks for listening.